Hi guys, this is Shishi Meriwani from the Gardens of Babylon, and you are watching the RRP TV. Yeah, so my name is Shishi. I started the Gardens of Babylon in 2016. It was basically like to create a different way of connecting people, to connecting the crowd in the nightlife, a more conscious way. And to achieve that, we started to combine spirituality with music. And it's been a wild ride. Before COVID, we over the 3 years that we were active, we ended up in more than 20 countries, and we've been really around the world, spreading what we think is a nice way of going out or going to a festival. So the inspiration, I've been organizing events for a longer time. I came from a study of law, but then I thought that was utterly boring and started to organize events. Then I, like many, I think, party organizers or festival organizers in the world, started to go to Burning Man. That's where my taste in music started to change, but also the way of enjoying going out. And then I was looking for a way how you can keep this ethos, a very open-hearted way of celebrating, but with the element of payment. The artists, they work very hard to give us the music that they are creating for us, and I think that should always be supported and rewarded with the element of fees and stuff. And that was something that didn't exist in Burning Man. It's a giving culture. So yeah, it was definitely, the inspiration definitely came from a glorious morning in Burning Man to see how we can bring this into the remote world, or into a more capitalistic way to say the least. Yeah, without I don't know, a fair way of sharing the rewards and the needs for the different elements of an event. Yeah, it's something that gradually grew. I come from an absolutely non-spiritual or religious family, and I think I have something definitely that is spiritual. I find also comfort there. So it's basically for people like me who want to figure out what is out there without getting this at school or from a family. You come now, we have our active communities, 5,000 people. They all have this knowledge, that they can share with other people, and you learn and you grow together. So what we did, we start with each event, we start with an opening meditation, and that's just like an introduction in whatever you can achieve if you tap into certain techniques. And what we did with the meditation, it's more like to ask people to actively step away from whatever is going on in the outside world. If they have a fight with their mother or a boss or a situation or whatever, and they bring this energy into the dance floor, then, they're never going to enjoy the night as much as they would if they would actively say, that's on the outside. Here I am together with other people that want to experience a really nice day or a really nice night, and I'm going to be give all my efforts into making this, a really night to remember. And in the beginning, nobody showed up for the meditation. It was the first time I did it, there were 30 people. So I was a little bit oh God, I feel a little bit ashamed for the ones that are here. But then the ones that joined the meditation, they were actually really enthusiastic about it. And all of a sudden I had 30 hosts that were welcoming everybody that came in. And they were oh, we just did the meditation, blah, blah, blah. And that really grew, So in Amsterdam, before the doors open, we have a line outside. We sometimes reach 1,300 people for the opening meditation. So it's just something that really has its effect. And then with this opening meditation, we just gradually started to open up with other teachings, and we call it the Temple of Babylon, and we do like the yoga classes, tantra, or whatever knowledge there's out there, and that you want to ask to a trusted community, you can come and find the answers there, which is nice. So the label, we did, basically what we do is so we have between 30 to 60 events per year, or pre-COVID, and then we work obviously with a lot of musicians, and also the more vested ones that really become close to our hearts, and that we want to work with a lot, and also the upcoming ones. So we were how can we bring forth basically this combination of more vested and more upcoming talent. And also as a record label, you can really reflect the sound of your events. I mean, being a spiritual organization or something that taps into spirituality, we were often associated more with the organic house sound, wary especially over the last 2 years, my taste has gone more towards more pumpy or more deep, but also disco sound. So it's just the fact that we have something global, something very eclectic is something that we wanted to emphasize, and also as a support for, on the one hand, artists, and on the other hand, as a reflection of the sounds from the community, basically. Well, it was also, the label manager we have is Tim. He's from my partner DGTL. He's also the label manager there. So he obviously knew a lot when we started. And this is usually all the things that I start. I don't know anything. So in the beginning, the first release that we had, for example, was a compilation. And it was the Sounds of the Monastery. So the monastery is our yearly festival, our baby that has been canceled now 2 years in a row. But it's this amazing festival, 4 days. We have over 80 artists that come there, and we wanted to do a reflection. So from Oliver Koletzki to Anders, they all participated. We invited some from the lineup to send in a track. But then you have a compilation, and it was, it's just a whole interesting process. So you see the cost of a compilation is actually higher due to the endless mastering, and you also take the aspect of highlighting a certain artist that you can reach with an EP release, for example, way easier. So in the beginning, I thought that I just wanted to do compilations, but now I can see that my preference goes to EPs and album releases. So yeah, that was definitely something I needed to learn, and how to market it, or how to do we want to do vinyl or not, etc. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely get demos in. With me, it's the same thing with getting a set. We're definitely washed away with music. What I tend to do is because we do one release per month. But now, for example, I'm already booked. I already gave away all the release dates until December. But I'm definitely open for demos. I'm mostly open for demos of people that either have been to the gardens or know the essence of the label, not just want to run after the name. But I've been working with incredible musicians. The upcoming releases are also insane. They all come in from artists, that they send it in. They're hey, I have a release for the label. And sometimes I'm okay, this is now, we're stuck in the organic house sound. Do you have other tracks that we can look into that are maybe a little bit less fluty? And then, and then with that, I can definitely tell that the ones I already know personally, they tend to catch my eye or ear earlier than the ones that are coming completely on Instagram or something like this. It sometimes simmers away, I forget them. Yeah, I think so what is really nice about the label, first of all, is that we're so international, right? So if you see the different releases, we go from Espanol in Brazil, who really reflects, for example, his Brazilian roots, and then we have the EP of Mahfoud. He's a Syrian musician who also reflects like his roots very well. So I like the fact that our label, if anything, really resembles or really like shows the international character of the musicians that we work with. And then if you would say like what would reflect the most, obviously with every event we have like a down tempo stage where the people that go in there, we do like 4 or 5 hour sets, and if you go in there and you're like caught by this set, usually they don't leave like for 3 or 4 hours. So we have like one track, it's from Geju, it's one of the early releases, it's called Lev. I think it like really reflects like the love that we have for the down tempo sound, plus the two Russian brothers, Geju. They play I think like 6 or 7 shows per year with us, because the people are really captivated by their certain, it's like this very deep and oozing like down tempo sound that they are very well known for. Another one, I mentioned it also earlier before, is like Mahfoud. I'm always very impressed. He's like this, he's an incredible musician, has an incredible voice, plays multiple instruments. He's like really, it's almost lucky that we got him in the electronic music scene, because he could have grown into every sound, I think, out there. And he has then his childhood one. It's you can definitely hear like the Syrian. I need to know the instrument again. I can't recall it now, but it's a beautiful reflection of his Syrian childhood, which I find so amazing. And it's not even that electronic, it's also also a down tempo one actually, but it's so beautiful, and I think it's perfectly it's something perfect for our label. And then I would say Leslie from Jacob Bruning. It's also an interesting take. So I think that I'm mostly captivated like by tracks that really bring or combine something emotional with like almost intelligent music. I don't know. It's just like it's something really, really strong and beautiful. It's not just pounding on the dance floor, but something that you could also play on repeat on Spotify or something. Yeah, we have like so the upcoming release is from Omri Guetta and Omer Tayar, two incredible musicians coming from Tel Aviv. I mean, the sound from Tel Aviv has been ruling the dance floor for the past couple of months, if not 2 years or something. It's like they're really taking over. Sometimes I listen to sets and you can pick out like more than 8 tracks, all coming from different artists from Tel Aviv. It was really interesting because the guys they came to me with like a more organic sound, like a track that was more organic, and it's definitely a bomb on the dance floor. I've been hearing it a lot, but I didn't want to release it on the label because I want to step away from this specific sound, as I said before. So they now have like 2 original tracks and then 2 remixes by Xinobi and Reyu. So it's a beautiful release out in September that is absolutely going to blow our minds, I think. Hopefully we have dance floors so we can play it. And then the other one, like the month after, we are welcoming Chambord, which is also incredible. So I'm super excited about the upcoming too. Keep your eyes out always the last Friday of the month. Well, we're slowly picking up the shows again. We're going back to Mexico for the first time in 2 years, so I'm very excited about that. We have a beautiful secret location in San Miguel, the Allende. I've never been there. Basically, we have our 5th-year anniversary coming up, which is obviously a big one. We're going to be 5 minus the 2 years of the COVID. No, so yeah, we're going to be 5 in October. So we're doing like special things for that, to celebrate like the family that has been with us. We call our crowd the family that has been with us for the past 5 years. And yeah, lots of music coming up every month. We're filling and growing our label more and more.